Welcome back to The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and we will see you on the inside. Enjoy. Hey everybody, this is Mark Edward Blanton from The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. A lot of you guys already know, and for those who don't know, you need to like and subscribe to our channel. We bring a lot of content about tourism in South Africa. Currently, we're in what they call the Western Cape, or they would like to say Cape Town, the Cape Town area. Yeah, we've been having a good time. We've been, going to different locations, checking out things. We're obviously are bringing you guys new locations that you guys might want to travel to. So again, that's why we like to, we want you guys to like and subscribe. We are a travel and tourism company, meaning that we professionally set up everything for you, so you can travel to the Republic of South Africa with no issues. Currently behind us this is where we've been bringing a lot of people that want to go on the Big Five adventure, which is the animals everybody come to see when they come on safari. So we bring them here, and it's absolutely a stunning place. They do a good job for us, so to make sure that when you do come, you get a chance to have a real good experience. Like later on, there's going to be a fire down there, and they're going to be roasting marshmallows. They're going to be doing all that, and that's something you're going to be able to do as well. But yeah, coming down here is incredible. The scenery down here is amazing, and again, this is Africa. You need to kind of understand that this is Africa. So again, if you've never been to Africa, then of course this is another reason why you need to subscribe to our channel. Like this video, and of course you can go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, which is up and running. So number two, let me chat with you guys for a little bit, because a lot of guys have been with us, and y'all have seen a lot of traffic of people moving to Africa, moving to South Africa, people making their best efforts to move to South Africa and so forth. And I would say that people have been alerting us, for a few years now. Oh, people saw y'all guys, and they want to do what you guys are doing. They want you. They want to move to South Africa. They want to do all these things, just like us. And of course, in previous videos, we kind of told you our journey. So it probably looks a little different than most people that have been doing videos who have been, moving to South Africa. For me, the definition is kind of vague, because moving to South Africa implies that you have set up your life here. Everything is in order. You are integrated into the culture. You understand how things work in the Republic of South Africa, and you're not shocked anymore about how things work and so forth. Through that process, you'll find out there's a lot of differences between South Africa and America, and you got to understand that this, where we're standing right now, is South Africa and it's not America. And of course, there's always this, the shocking things and so forth. Well, once you start coming on several trips, because sometimes, the people that are making those videos have maybe been here once or twice, and yeah, they are shocked of what they see, and a lot of it is good, and a lot of it is kind of for people who are here and South Africans, they're like, really? Okay, you're shocked. For people such as myself, I've been here a long time, so I'm really not shocked about anything. I think it's commonplace. I just feel like I got an opportunity to understand the country, the customs, the courtesies, their laws, the way they do things. For some odd reason, it's not America, which I'm glad that it's not America, it's South Africa. And once you, find your way here, and you find your way here properly, and you adjust to being here, you'll find that it's a very, very easy place to be, pleasant place to be, but you just gotta, kind of, do that. So I'm gonna, say that when people come to us and say that we moved here simply because of you and so forth, and we only looked at Africa because of what you guys were doing, I want you to understand that our process probably wasn't the same process that you took or they have taken to get here. So that's why we're like, hey, take your time, this country is not going anywhere. Take your time and get an opportunity to learn the culture. So, as some people have seen it through our videos, we're all throughout the country. We're, like I said, we're in the Western Cape, which is another province, which in South African speak, that's another state, kind of like going from Texas to Oklahoma, stuff like that. So, and we're all over the place, and we talk to a lot of people. We meet up with a lot of people, and we see a lot of people. Believe it or not, we go down to the townships, we go down to the villages, and of course, us being, from America, and we kind of were doing upmarket things anyway. When we were there, we're not going to come here and not do upmarket things. That's just who we are, and we're not trying to pretend that we're somebody else. So when we're saying, hey, once you come to the Republic of South Africa, I remember being in the States, a lot of us wanted to do these things, but we were prohibited. We couldn't get to that plateau. And we're saying that when you do come to South Africa, especially as a tourist, because I'm telling you, that's where the rubber meets the road. Once you come here as a tourist, you will start understanding that those things are nowhere near out of your reach. Actually, they're very easy to reach. So again, when in our opinion, when you have a proper immigration system that you can traverse just like anybody else in the world, and there are those that are like, oh, is there something set aside just for African Americans? Well, unfortunately, there's no set aside anywhere, even inside, the United States, where African Americans have been for a long period of time. So don't expect that, but there is a way to, to immigrate here properly. So when you are trying to turn it into a resident visa by coming here on let's say a visitor's visa, and you end up, because what's going to happen is you're going to fall in love with the place and you're not going to want to leave. Those are just facts. But if you could actually take the time, because now at this point now you realize you're falling in love with it. That's what happens on our tours. When people just come on a 10-day tour, they find out that they really this is something that they never ever expected. And so that's when, for us, that's when we will chat with you, because now you understand. So if I'm telling you now that there are opportunities here, if I'm telling you there's, opportunities in professional spaces, opportunities in entrepreneurial spaces, this, that, and the third, you're going to be constantly asking me, well, tell me what they are, and where do I get them in? Are they online? And all of this. But it really doesn't matter if you're not willing to step foot into the country. It's just that simple. Or if you're saying, oh, I don't want to come on a visit, I don't want to waste my money, but then you end up coming here on your own, or you're coming here seeking something because somebody in a video told you it's available and you're trying to go for it, you'll come in anyway. And 10 times out of 10, you're going to waste a lot of time making a lot of errors. And so you're going to spend that money anyway, if not more, and then you still won't get where you got to go. So that's why when you hear me say, come here proper, I would say come with a professional tourism company such as ourselves that can actually show you what's going on. For example, obviously we're in the Western Cape, and we saw this tour group, mostly Caucasians, which was fine, but then there was a few blacks kind of, in that group, and I'm sure they saw us and we saw them, but we was doing what we do, and they don't realize that the version of what they're going to get is not going to be the version that we promote, and unfortunately they're going to be told things that from the perspective of the colonizer. I'm just going to say it that way. That's the best way that I can say it. They're not going to get the perspective that you need to get coming here as an American and understanding that you are an outlier, and these things are optional for you. These things are not part of shouldn't be part of your experience, but these things should. Those are the types of things that we kind of expose you to, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, we like to, once you are like, okay, man, oh my God, this place is amazing. A lot of you come back on the second tours, and at this point now you're contacting us on a regular basis. Where can I go next? What can I do? Because they want to see more. Keep in mind that this country is big, is massive. It's a third of the size of the United States. So when people are like, "Hey, I want to go to Cape Town. I want to go to Durban. I want to go," and they think they could like basically just ride down the street and they're just all lined up. This country is massive. It's massive. So you got to understand that, and within that big space, there's a lot of differences and so forth. So there is no one space. There is no one thing. So we try to, open it up for you. Now, a lot of places that people go, especially in Johannesburg, are places that many years ago when we do our tourist thing, we take people there because it's a good place to get acquainted with South Africa. But I'm not saying it's not the place to live, but I'm just saying it's a place for you to understand that. And then you get people who, let's say, watched our videos and they're like, "Hey, I want to come move to, Rosebank." Okay, yes, Rosebank is nice and you can move to Rosebank, but you're thinking that the only place in South Africa is Rosebank and Sandton, and there's a billion other places to look at. But you gotta want to explore. But the people who came, let's say, without us, that's where they went because they heard it in the video, and then they just stayed there, and then they never really go outside of even Johannesburg when you got a lot more places to visit and a lot of places that you can decide to make a place where you want to live based off what you want to do. So there's a lot to it, and there's more to it, and that's why I don't want to really get into it. But I will say at this point, we've been convinced, or at least I've been convinced, that maybe we had a hand in people moving to South Africa on a regular basis and so forth. And we just want people to do it the right way. I think the opportunity is here, and what I mean is an opportunity to become a resident. It gives you a lot of access to South Africa, a proper resident, and then with everything that it has, not just from a tourism perspective, but from a, hey, I'm a resident now. Can I get involved in this? Can I get involved in certain businesses as a resident? Can I do this? Can I do that? Yes. And then you're going to ultimately run into other people, not just Americans, but you're going to run into mostly like 90% of the people that you're going to run into are South Africans, proper South Africans, and they're going to be the ones that's going to say, "Oh, you're from America. Thanks for coming here. We really appreciate it. You selected us. You could have been in America, but you came to be with us. How can I help you?" And that's where you're going to get your in. So to be asking or sending me messages like, "Well, who do I talk to and who is the person?" There is no one person. You just got to get here and understand that if you are closed-lipped, it's going to be hard for you to find someone. But if you got a little bit of you can chat. No different than being at a bar and just chatting. Trust me, you're going to find exactly what you're looking for because somebody's going to tell you because they're so proud of South Africa and as far as they have come over this short period of time. And I would say easily in this period of time that they're in, they've come a long way. They got a lot to go. And so I'm going to leave you with this. They're always thinking, where are our brothers and sisters? Where are our people who know how to do this in the professional work? Why aren't they here? For example, like they have a real nice entertainment industry here in the Republic of South Africa, but because we're so engrossed in America, we never hear about it. Except we might get a Burna Boy. We'll hear about Burna Boy because he's from Nigeria. We'll hear about Tyler. We'll hear about a few others. But they got a lot going on, and then a lot of the people that you guys will think are Black Americans are actually South African on your television and in the movies. And I'm not going to detail it, but they're South Africans, and they come here. They come back home. They're like, man, America was cool, but I love South Africa. So there's a lot of opportunities here, and they're looking for their brothers and sisters. I will tell you this one quick story, and then I will move on. Some time ago. What year was this? This was 2018. Yeah, 2018. And it was cold out, so it had to be like June. Sounds weird, but it was June. That's winter here in South Africa. And we went to this place in Soweto, and we was chatting with this girl. We was all having drinks, and I had a few other people with me. Tasha was with me as well. And after you start drinking, things start, you start talking. And she's at some point, and I thought she was playing at first. She says, where were you guys? And I'm like, what do you mean? She says, and this is what she says to me. She says, in '94, and when everything started changing, they just would assume that their American brothers and sisters would come down and would be here helping them through all of this. So she was pointing at me pretty hard, like, why didn't y'all come? Where were y'all? Why aren't y'all helping us? And it put me in a spot, but I was fortunate that I had somebody with me who was a professional counselor, and they know exactly what they're talking about. So I said, "Can you hold on for a second?" And I went and got the American that was with me, and I told her what was going on, and she said, "Well, let me go talk to her." So they had a conversation, and I stepped away because I'm not a professional in that area, but I think she had a valid point. And I said, and then she said, they had their conversation, and I was like, so what happened? And she said, "Mark, all I could do was apologize." And I understand we got our things in the U.S. and we got a lot going on, but I can promise you this: if we can do good down here on this continent, it doesn't have to be some official group. It doesn't have to be an official fraternity, or it could be an official group, and it could be an official fraternity, or it could be individuals who decide to come down here and make a way. And I would say that they would appreciate it, and I think that not only would you benefit, but I think that at some point, and I said, and this is an ongoing thing. This is no one, this season we doing this. I think at the end of the day, when 20 years from now, 30 years from now, and we're making a concerted effort to make South Africa part of our lexicon, part of our journey as we're growing, not like it's some bucket list thing when it's too late per se, but when we're younger, when we're in our 30s and our 40s, and we're making efforts and we're making inroads, we're meeting South Africans in different industries and we're having conversations, we're emailing each other, we're calling each other when we're not in the same country, and they can use us as a resource, and we can use them as a resource because they have a whole country. We don't have a whole country. I don't know if you noticed, but we don't have one that we can say we have some levels of control. We're constantly asking. They have control. They just need somebody to assist them with it, and they do not mind. Trust me, I've been here 6 years, but my relationship with South Africa started in 2010, and I'm benefiting big time. A lot of the things that I learned in this tourism space, I learned from South Africans. So it's interesting. So all I can say is, listen, come on your first trip. I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you on behalf of South Africa because I know what changes are going to happen in you once you come on your first trip. I remember going on my first trip to the Caribbean in several locations, and I went back home. Nothing new happened. I just went. It was fun, going down to Florida for the first time, hanging out on beaches and all that. Yeah, but when I came here, it opened my eyes to some things, and to see people that are as beautiful as they are and as free as they seem to me, inspired me to do more. And that's why we started our tourism company back in 2018, and we've been bringing people all the time. As I'm standing here, we got people in the country right now enjoying themselves and smiling because they're like, wow, this is incredible. So all I can say is I will see you guys here in sunny South. Good morning, South Africa. Here come the elephants. I guess they're going somewhere. They're doing PT for you military folk. First thing in the morning. Yeah. They still kind of young, so they got a lot of juice. That's really cool. Yeah. But now they just blocked the road. They're blocking the road. Keep running.
There was one that was waiting for me. He was like letting everybody know.
Yeah, this is cool. Well, good morning, everybody. This is Mark, and that's
Dr. Natasha Blanton.
we're doing our thing today. So I'm going to show y'all just a little bit of what's going on. It's a beautiful morning, Monday morning, here in the Western Cape. It's an ostrich?
Oh, way over there. You can see it.
Yeah, I can see him. So they was coming down here to get some water.
Well, they just ran PT.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping the crocodile don't pop out and try to grab something. Yeah. Oh, you guys don't know. I think when I go on safari, one of my favorite animals is the elephant. It just seems so smart.
Oh, that's
There they go. And they're so quiet. Yeah, I'm looking at them, Tasha. Yeah, this is crazy. I'm looking at this one right here. Hey, brother.
He's a small boy.
Yeah, these are like juniors.
No, it's probably a pack of boys.
Yeah, but they got kicked out. Gotta go get their own families.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking dead at us. Alright, having a good little morning so far. On safari, ran into the elephants. They all come running up for some odd reason, like they was running from. But anyway, maybe they were just trying to stay in shape. They probably saying, I'm getting fat. And then they all came over here to the watering hole. You see the one over there, he's running. A little bit, he's trotting. So it was interesting. Interesting day in the neighborhood. Yeah, now they're deciding to move to another location, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and like I said, I never see these things. You gotta protect the baby. Look at the little one. Little finding the lionesses, enjoying their Monday morning. They go for a little walk. They're all looking at something. They see something. Can't tell what they're looking at. We're gonna go find out. We're gonna investigate. What we see. Yeah, we gotta go investigate. I think they have found a way to get dirty. They're having a good time. This is supposed to be warm today, so I guess they put their coat on. It's so big. It is so big. Real South Africa, we do nothing but tourism, and everything that we do is based in South Africa, almost. A lot of you guys realize that we did go to, where did we go? We went to Victoria Falls, and we had an amazing experience. We got an opportunity to talk to the owner of the location that we really like, and we know that you guys are gonna like too. So I'm gonna put that information, actually I'm gonna put our little interview we did with her with this as well, so you guys can check that out. But at the same time, we did a lot of stuff there, and what we wanna bring to you is our opportunity to fly over the falls. I'm gonna put that video together, so look at it pretty close. Now, the good part about all of this, so obviously we got great packages coming to Joburg, Cape Town, Durban. We also got great packages going to Safari out in Kruger National Park and all of that. The good part about all of it is that when you guys decide to say, you know what, I want to do what the Blantons did, I want to do what Real South Africa does, then you could pick your Johannesburg package, your Cape Town package, your Durban package, and at the same time, you can actually scroll down a little bit further, click where you see Victoria Falls, and then we will add 4 more days to your trip. So if you're coming for a 6-day to Johannesburg and you're like, I want to go to Victoria Falls, now you got a 10-day package, and you can book all of this on the website, therealsouthafrica.com. So we're making it easy for people to travel to South Africa. We're making it easy for people to go to Victoria Falls. We just want to make it easy for you and so forth. So all I can say is we'll see you guys here in sunny South Africa. All right, guys, this is Mark Edward Blanton from the Real South Africa. And guess what? Our visa services is back. We're going to be helping you guys with visas because we all know that it can be problematic to get a visa here in the Republic of South Africa. So what we have done, we partnered with a big company that will assist us, and we've checked them out. We recommend that their services are very proper. Of course, we go with proper here in the Republic of South Africa, and they can assist you. So if you have questions about, do I qualify for a visa? Then that's when we have our consult. You get a consult with these guys. They will literally go through everything with you. And my expectations is for you to ask all the questions that you need to ask so you will know exactly which way to proceed. So they work in every arena of immigrations. So it would definitely help us who are looking to migrate to the Republic of South Africa. And all I can say is first, come on a trip, of course. And once you come on a trip, then you will be motivated to do all the work that needs to happen for you guys to come to South Africa properly. So all I can say is this is a great team. This is a great situation. All I can say is, again, reach out to us at outreach@therealsouthafrica.com. We will respond to you, and then you'll get an email, and then the process has began. Okay, so we will see you guys here properly in sunny South Africa. Do yourself a favor. Come to South Africa. Come to the Kruger and enjoy what is meant for you to enjoy. Look at this environment. Can't you see yourself enjoying yourself right here with the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism? Well, we can make it possible, and we could do this for you today. Go to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and book, and you'll be part of something like this, something very special, something you can tell your friends and families that you did. And yes, this is Africa. This is the Africa that they do not want you to see, but we're going to show it to you, and we're going to make it available. And yes, we've been there ourselves, and we feel that this is the best experience that you can actually have here in the Republic of South Africa. So come here on safari with us. And of course, visit our website, therealsouthafrica.com. You have reached the Real South Africa, and we are your travel and tourism company based here in South Africa. And of course, we are always talking about safari lodges. They are one of the best places to go to, and you're going to be able to experience it with us. As you see, going on safari is absolutely exhilarating. But in this case, we always do 5-star safari lodges. And in this case, it is no different. This one right here is very, very special because this is built on a train, and this is the only one in the entire world. It is located in Kruger National Park, and we want you guys to come to experience this 5-star opulent experience. It is amazing. I can't explain it to you any better than what you're seeing here. All you need to do is reach out to us at therealsouthafrica.com, and then of course you can go ahead and click on Kruger on one of the tabs or contact us via email. But as you see, the food is amazing, everything is nice, and this is what you deserve. So let's go ahead and make this a normal event for yourself and come to South Africa. You will be amazed. All right, guys, welcome to The Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. We are a travel company based in Johannesburg. However, we can get you to Durban because look at what you're looking at. Isn't that amazing? Can't you imagine yourself just hanging out here for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days? I'm trying to tell you, you're probably not going to want to leave like a lot of our guests from the past. However, all you have to do to come here is reach out to our website, therealsouthafrica.com, and you can come and enjoy and see what South Africa is really about. There's so much here, so much to do between the beaches, between the culture, between the food and everything else. And of course, the people here in South Africa in this place called Durban. We will see you here in sunny South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things